one of the executives at the largest NFT marketplace in the world just got caught insider trading NFTs for personal profit, proving once again that the real way to make money in these markets is insider trading, baby. And if you don't have that insider knowledge, by the time you hear about it, you're 10 steps behind. Let me walk you through this money laundering disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the $10 million studio. I'm your host, Coffeezilla. So here's the headline right here. Dodging it earlier, right? OpenSea confirms executive used insider knowledge when buying NFTs. Now, for those of you who don't know what insider trading is, it's basically where someone buys some investment, whether it be an art stock, penny stock, using insider knowledge that the public doesn't have access to yet to gain an edge to make money from you. So what does this look like in practice? Let me give you an example. In 2020, there was a secret briefing on a new exciting virus trying to stay monetized, boys, okay? This is before anyone knew about the big 19, right? And all these senators met up and they learned about it. And what did they do with this highly classified information? They bought millions of dollars in health stock companies because they know, of course, they're about to spike in value. That's what insider trading is. You take information that the public doesn't know yet, you use it to try to make a profit in some financial market. Now, let me make this clear. This, in theory, is illegal, right? It's a financial crime. Did those senators go to jail? No. Why? Because no justice works. Okay, the SEC's asleep at the wheel, guys. I don't know what to tell you. They've just been pounding NyQuil for years now, it appears. But it's in theory illegal. So with that in mind, that context, let me explain what happened with OpenSea. So the head of product at OpenSea is Nate Chastain. And last night, he was accused of having secret crypto accounts that he used to flip NFTs for a profit. This Twitter user has the story. Hey OpenSea, why does it appear that Nate Chastain has a few secret wallets that appear to buy your front page drops before they are listed, then sells them shortly after the front page hype spike for profits, and then tumbles then back to his main wallet with his punk on it? Now what he's referring to is the fact that anytime you go to OpenSea, they have a featured art project, and he's accusing the head of product of using this knowledge ahead of time to buy up these art pieces and selling them for a profit once it hit the main page. And so obviously when I saw this pretty big accusation here, I wanted to know, did he actually do it? That sounds so obvious, so crazy. What secret accounts are they? So I dived into the blockchain. This is actually what I enjoy about crypto. The blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't lie. Yes, it's easier than ever to launder money. Yes, that's very true. But there's also so many people who launder it very poorly, like old Nate here. And so what I love is in the past when people insider traded, it was hard to find out. Now, you have their wallet addresses, it's pretty much open and shut. So the first thing we had to do when investigating Nate to find out if he did insider trade or not based on the front page of OpenSea, we had to find which wallets belonged to him. Luckily for us, some of them are public, like this one. As you can see, it has his Twitter account here, but it also has a CryptoPunk. So if we go looking for this CryptoPunk here, we can actually find another one of his accounts. This one right here, which is currently unnamed. But look at that, it's the actual owner of this CryptoPunk. That's his profile picture. And it has an Ethereum name, NateC.eth. Nate Chastain lines up. Additionally, it gets paid by his main wallet, which you can see here. His public wallet is paying out his NFT wallet, his little secret NFT wallet that he thought no one would know about. But Nate didn't just stop there as far as trying to hide what he was doing with these NFT insider trades. See, I mind mapped what he was actually doing here, which, yeah, I know, I know what it looks like. But what this is a map of our boy Nate's misdeeds here. He's been laundering money through shell accounts, right? So it looks like this in practice. This is what one of his NFT flips looks like. So Nate, this is Nate's little secret NFT wallet right here, which then links to some of his other main wallets over here. But Nate's little wallet here, what he would do is when he knew a drop was coming up, he would send ETH to usually an intermediary wallet, which then he would just send all that money to another secret wallet, which nobody has seen before, OX7942, for example. And he would do all the NFT flipping from this wallet here, which is in theory connected, but sort of not obviously connected to his main wallet. After the flipping was done, he would send the profits back to his main wallet here. Now, here's what that looks like from the NFT perspective. Here's that same wallet, OX7942. And as you can see, this account bought up art pieces like Spectrum of a Ramification Theory for 0.25 Ether and quickly flipped it for 1.5 Ether, a profit of about $3,000, $4,000. Now, of course, when we go to the Internet Archive, the day he was doing this, the day he was flipping this NFT, guess what shows up on the front page? Spectrum of a Ramification Theory. The exact same NFT that he just flipped for an instant profit in one day. This is how the scheme worked. He then took that extra Ether he just gained, and remember, he sends that back to his main wallet. So he sends 5 Ether, creates a little shell account network, and then sends back 7 Ether, which is like a 2 Ethereum profit, $8,000. Not bad for one day of work. And just so you know, this wasn't a one-time thing, here's another example. He sends 5 Ether to this account, which then sends it over to this little shell account where he would do his flipping. So this is OX50D0. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, also unnamed. And we can see it bought up a bunch of this Journey and Her Loyal Fellowship art, which then it flipped from a price of like 0.29, and he flipped it for 1 Ether. And of course, when we go back to the day that he did this, we see Journey and Her Loyal Fellowship show up on the front page, once again showing that Nate knew and was trading what was on the front page. He's done this many, many times, like with this art piece Focus, which of course shows up on the front page about the time that he bought and sold it. And I guess the big question is, how much did he make from this little money laundering network? Or I don't know if you call it money laundering. I mean, it's very clear that he's trying to hide what he's doing, right? Like there'd be no reason if he was fine with being public about this to send all this Ethereum to other addresses, all these wallets. That's why I call it money laundering, because you're trying to hide what you're doing and trying to hide where this money is going. It's very clear he knows what he's doing is wrong, right? He's not just innocent, didn't know this was a bad thing to do. Like, he's very clearly trying to obfuscate where this money's coming from and going. So the question is, how much money did he make, right? It's hard to say because I didn't go back and do every single transaction. That would take like forever. But what we do know is that his main account, where he's sending all this ETH back to, has a balance of a little over $500,000, ladies and gentlemen. Which, is that all from NFT flipping? I don't know. Right? I don't know. It could be, and it could be more, honestly, because he could have other shell accounts. It could be less than that. It's hard to say. The point is, this is definitely insider trading, and it's definitely seriously messed up, which is why I guess today OpenSea posted about it and said that they learned that one of their employees purchased items that they knew were about to be displayed on the front page before they appeared there publicly and were flipping them. It's incredibly disappointing, blah, blah. Our organization's not like this. It's the general, like, company response, I guess. And it looks to me, they say they're going to do their own investigation, but from what I can see, this is a pretty open and shut case when you actually look at the associated wallets. It's clear that not only he was doing this, but it's also clear that he was hiding it, which I think is way more egregious than if you were just doing it out in the open. The fact that you're creating all these shell accounts means you know what you're doing. And so, not to be like clairvoyant or anything, but I think this guy's going to get fired pretty quickly, as he should be, frankly. I mean, this is not a matter of like cancel culture. This is just like, you can't do this. You're the head of product. You can't trade against your own customers. It's insane. And what's also interesting about this is that as people figured out that Nate did this, posts from like a month ago started to surface where people were starting to point this out. They noticed this art, which was featured on the front page. They said, looks like Nate from OpenSea got the jump before anyone else. He links to him getting it. And Nate responds, I just wanted to secure one of these before they all disappeared, to be honest. But of course, we know that's not true because he was selling these. So it wasn't because they were going to disappear. It's because he wanted to flip them for money. So this was coming out already. It was only a matter of time. And of course, we have the response. In regulated markets, this would be called insider trading and would be punishable with a large fine and incarceration. Now, of course, crypto being what it is, not everyone thought that any of this was a problem. Here's this guy saying, maybe it's not ethical, but I'd almost definitely do the same thing. Red flag. It's not like he's stealing people's shit. He just is in a unique position to know which products are almost definitely going to pump before they do. That's insider trading. Let's be real, it'd be kind of dumb not to take advantage. Now, this guy responds, it's called insider trading and it's illegal, at least in the fiat world. Now, this whole exchange is hilarious to me, especially this guy. People who kind of defend it and go, it's not that bad. It's just funny to me, crypto people like this who think that like illegal things in fiat are perfectly okay in the crypto world. Why it's funny to me is that these are the same types of people that are going to get on Wall Street bets and cry about the injustice of the insider trading that goes on Wall Street. They see that as a problem, right? Nobody defends the Wall Street guys insider trading. Everyone kind of understands that that's obviously wrong, that people with insider knowledge are basically betting against you and you lose out because of that. Crypto seems to like break people's brains where they think like things aren't illegal. Like, we could just money launder. That's fine. We could just set up a bunch of shell accounts, do some shady stuff. That's all fine, whatever. Look, it may be fine now. I don't know, but it's not going to be fine for long. Yes, the SEC is asleep, right? But eventually every bear wakes up and a lot of these guys, they're going to get taken down. But either way, whether someone gets arrested or not, like this is definitely wrong what this guy has done. All this money is extracted from their own user base, the OpenSea user base. And I think what it shows is that even these so-called decentralized platforms like OpenSea, yeah, they describe themselves as decentralized, even they can be gamed by people insider trading, self-dealing, things like that. Because I know we were all promised that, we decentralized it, guys. It's impossible for anything to go wrong. It's just coins and code, guys. But time and time again, that turns out to be false, right? Like humans do humans things. Some percentage of them will always lie, cheat, and steal to get ahead. And I think the point is you need some safeguards in place to stop people from doing this. And I think, if the average NFT person understands this, the investor, I think they hopefully would think twice about, just jumping into a brand new project, because I think that's really a problem right now. You have all these people with insider knowledge or influencers who can manipulate the market, and they're just doing it right in front of you guys. And if you're an average investor that doesn't have access to these things, you're at a disadvantage. Like it's a saying that goes back forever. If you're sitting at a poker table and you don't know who the sucker is, you are the sucker. The same is kind of true with crypto, specifically these like 1000x shit coins and stuff. If you think you're getting in and you have no idea how you're going to make your money, chances are people are making money off of you. Oh, by the way, Steven from the future here, guys. Just wanted to say, because it takes me forever to edit these videos, since I started making this video, he's been fired. Give it up for Nate. Congratulations, Nate.